Basically, video allegedly shows Charlotte woman beaten shortly before dying in Mexico.
Crazy.
Shanquella Robinson, I
Yeah,
think her name was.
Shanquella.
Yeah, so that was a tragedy, right? And she was out there with her friends, and they showed a video. I saw a 17-second video of her being out there with her friends, and it looks like they were one of their friends were beating her up while she was, I guess, intoxicated. I don't know. Who knows? Allegedly, but and one of the guys were talking on that segment, and he said, "You can be friends with somebody for years, and it takes you years to realize they were never your friend." What do you think about that?
I think that people are too quick to call the other person their friend. I think it actually takes time for you to truly realize whether that person is your friend. It's just like any other relationship. You gotta, see how they act during the tough times.
Yeah,
Like you mentioned the other day.
yeah,
Like, how would they respond to you when you're mad and angry? You know, when you're not feeling your best, if you're too needy, if you're too distant, all those things. Everybody has a different love language, and it's like that with friendships too. Everybody needs different things from their friends. People are too quick to say, "You're my friend," and then next thing you know, "You're my best friend." No, you don't even know me.
mm,
And then now they put this responsibility on you to be everything that they look for in a friend.
mm.
So that's why you come to realize, like, this person wasn't really my friend.
I get paranoid. I get paranoid with friendship and attachment and being close to people. I just don't. I don't know. I feel as though like the reason why for me is I understand, but I don't understand because I don't get a chance to experience it. Jealousy. I think jealousy is big. I don't like um I don't like that I can't feel that. I want to feel it what other people feel. And I think the reason why it's hard for me to be jealous, and this is the reason why, like I said, I don't like to make friends because I can kind of see that. It's weird. I don't know. Am I a jealous person? So everything I'm doing is to go against feeling jealous. I just don't get that feeling of jealousy because I don't care what somebody else has, how good somebody else is doing. I'd always rather be me. And I've always felt that way. Like if you just won $1 million, $2 million, won a lifetime worth of stuff, I still rather be Ronald. Like I don't know if everybody can say that about themselves. And I think that's what scares me when it comes to friendship. Like I'm looking at friendship, a person attached to another by feelings of affection or personal regard. Person who gives assistance, patron, supporter of friends of the Boston Symphony. So basically that's an example or whatever. A member of a religious society of friends, Quaker. A person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. Like, to be honest, I think maybe we dig too deep into what a friend is. We use that word like it's something so special. I don't think it's that important. What you really want is like a
It's not that
bond,
serious.
a strong
Right.
bond or whatever it is, like a connection. It's so much better than a friend. That jealousy thing gets me.
Right.
One of my friends the other day, we were talking. He was trying to give me a scenario, and I tried to share it just now, something similar to that. And he was trying to get me to like, wouldn't you be jealous here? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't be jealous. I even told my wife the other day, like, let's say hypothetically, I found out like you stepped out on me. I'm not gonna be jealous of the next guy. Like I just won't. I don't think that's the issue. Like
Right.
jealousy, but I can see how it is for other people so much. You know, like I would want to ask people certain questions. It's like, okay, you're cool, we're close, or you and those two people are close, but this person has so much more, whether it is, let's say, smarts than the next person. I would want to, I've never done this. I would want to ask the next person, like, how could A person, like you're A, be friends with B when B is so much more smarter than you, A? I want to ask A, like, how does that make you feel? Or does that even bother you? Does that come across, does that even register? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if it registers, then that's jealousy. Then
Right.
what if person B, who already makes a lot of money, had an opportunity to make more money, and A was the only thing holding him back? Like if somebody asks A, like, I want to give such and such to B, do you think they deserve it? Would A, already being a little bit jealous of B because they already make a lot of money anyway, still give the person the opportunity? I find that most people would be no. I would still give the opportunity. I don't. I can't I can't live with that energy. And I think that's why I do everything I can, and I probably drive myself crazy and nuts not to ever want or have to feel a feeling of jealousy.
I mean, where does that feeling truly come from? Because if you're jealous of the next person and you feel that envy, it's basically like you, not to sound cliche, but it comes from insecurities. I think it has a major part to do with that. Like you not truly being secure with yourself, you not really liking yourself that much or being happy with the way your life is. Because if you know you and you know where you're headed, who cares what the next person has that
Right,
you don't? Because you know what you want and you know you're doing everything to get it.
right. You know what? It's crazy. I just thought about something. I'm looking at the definition here. What does jealousy mean? Um, to be jealous is to feel resentment, bitterness, or hostility towards someone because they have something that you don't. This feeling or the state of feeling is what's called jealousy. They spelled it wrong. Jealousy can describe someone who's feeling this or is prone to jealousy. So basically, something that you don't. And here's something like that. That's I guess that's the big one. Like maybe something that you don't. I call it, and something that you won't. Like you won't never. You will never get this.
Right,
You don't
right,
have it, and you'll never have it because to back to your point, you won't do what it takes to get it.
right.
And then me, I have like a quasi. I'm gonna call it a quasi God complex, right? But this is why maybe I don't feel jealousy. It's because if you're really close to God, right, and you really
Mm-hmm.
believe, right, how could you ever be jealous? Because to be jealous is to feel resentment, bitterness, or hostility towards someone because they have something that you don't. If you have God, like you should be good. Like for all of the people
You
out there
should
that
be
reject it,
great.
you should be great.
You
There's
should
no
be
reason to
great.
be jealous.
You should have so much faith
And
in
here
that
you go.
God
Right.
that you're going to get there and you should not feel like that.
Right.
But that's the thing. I think that's really where the feeling comes from. People not knowing where they're going, where they're headed, and how they're going to get there. And, watching the next person achieve all their goals and say everything. And I mean, not say everything, but do everything that they say they're going to do.
Always
Somebody that's focused
right.
on them, yeah, you don't have time to be even paying attention to what the next person is doing with their time.
Right.
You're focused on you. You know where you're going and you know what you got to do. So therefore, that's what you're working on.
Right. That jealousy is a big thing. I think that's a telltale sign of your faith. Like you said,
That's a great
I don't
point.
I don't ever remember feeling jealous, man. It's always because, like I said, I just rather be me anyway. There was just
Right.
like God gift, talent, whatever it is. I just knew, like, even if others didn't, it's like I'd rather be me. I got cut from every single basketball team I tried out for. I was never jealous of anybody that was on the team. You know, it was just their life. That's their story. You understand?
Exactly.
I don't do that, man. I don't do that.
I'm
There's so
telling
much
you, it's
out
some
there,
that mentality.
and I also
Your
feel like the world is
mentality.
mine. I feel like the world is mine. Sometimes I do the opposite of what a jealous person would do when it comes to certain situations, like give a person an opportunity, even though I probably want the opportunity. But it's like, I know this person is checking for this person. So whatever. There's so many opportunities out there. This is this person's opportunity. It don't matter what it is. This is this person's opportunity. This is not for me to take away from them or to try to block. This is not for me to do that.
Right.
That would take away from my opportunity. Because what's yours is yours. I believe that too. What's yours is yours.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Nobody can come in the way. And if they
Right.
do come in a way, that means it wasn't yours.
Right. And that's how I feel about friends and all type of relationships now. Like if you're gonna fuck with me, it's just like you're gonna deal with everything that comes along with it, and I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be comfortable with it. I'm gonna be able to grow with it because you allow me to be me. And that's the type of relationships I want to foster. That's the only type of relationships I want to foster, man. I don't care what the next person is doing. Yeah, gotta worry about that jealousy shit. We want to be friends. You don't need to have any jealousy in you, man. You
That's
close to
it's gonna
God.
be difficult.
You religious. You really have faith. There's no room for jealousy. There's no room for jealousy when you have faith.
Don't
I don't
talk to
think
me
so.
about it. I just I don't want to get into the religion thing, but to me, that religious stuff, man.
No, no, I'm not trying to get into religion. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say, based on a definition, to be jealous is to feel resentment, bitterness, or hostility towards someone because they have something that you don't. You should never feel without if you have God, whoever your God is. I don't care who.
That's
I
because
don't,
do they truly believe?
that's all I'm saying.
Do
That's all I'm
they
saying.
truly believe?
Because I don't.
Clearly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to talk. I don't want to. I'm not talking nothing about religion because I don't
No,
have
no, I
religion.
know.
I don't have religion. I don't even like.
I know, but look at the difference. This is what I'm trying to say. Like,
But I do believe in something. I just don't know what it is. But I know there's something there. But I have faith in that something that's gonna.
yeah,
That's
you
something that's
believe in
gonna. Yeah,
yourself. You have faith in yourself.
yeah. That's the God complex. Yeah, I guess.
And that's the difference.
Mm,
People are waiting on God to come down from the, the sky
right.
and do something for them. You're constantly praying to this God.
But here, this is what I'm saying. I think all that is fine. I think all that is fine. And if you're doing that and you believe, there's no room for any jealousy. And that's what I'm saying. To the point of what a girl got beat up and whatever the case is, and friends and things of that nature. The guy said it. You could be friends with somebody for years, and it take years for you to realize they're not your friend. I don't get into friendships. This is why, like, I may have felt that or intuited that. I didn't know how to like word it and articulate it. I told you, and I always tell you, like, I have a hard time dealing with a lot of men. I have a hard time dealing with men and being myself and telling them what I want to tell them because it's like they're not going to take it right. It's like, who are you? Who are you? It's not like it's not yo, bro. I'm not anybody. I'm just a regular human being, but I'm trying to help you out. I'm just trying to help you out. I may see things a little bit different here. I can explain it to you if you want me to, but I don't know. There's too
That's like
many.
people just they're working too much. Like they're living through too much through their ego. I feel like, to me, I think it's great like to have that ego because it protects you in a way, but you have to kind of like balance it out. And people are not doing that. They're very egotistical. They can't take advice. They're too caught up in pretending. You already know. Just know that you don't have any friends. You don't have any friends. You don't have any friends. I'm so sorry. You
Well,
don't need him. You don't need any friends any fucking way. Like,
yeah, I'm a
you
messy.
need somebody to talk to. There's plenty of people.
Right,
And then you got to be careful with that. Who
right,
do you really want to talk to?
right,
Because they're going to have their own opinion. They're going to have something to say about whatever you're saying. And what are you trying to get back?
right,
What are you trying to get out of, you know?
right. I'm trying to. I guess more than anything, I know that there's somebody I'm speaking to right now that's going to be out there that's going to make the choice to have a G ride for 5 or 6 years because they want to get the house instead of leasing a car. I know that there's somebody that I'm speaking to that's going to make that decision. I don't know how many people, but somebody's going to make that decision and it's going to be a good one. Like things like that. I'm not looking, and like I said, I'm very, very skeptical of the whole French things, and that just showed you right there how people get down with each other. You go on vacation with a certain amount of people, and you come back -1, and then you lie to the family and talking about alcohol poisoning and some shit like that. That's just foul.
It's sad. And look at how far jealousy take people.
Yeah.
Like that feeling has to feel like disgusting, you know?
Right. That's why I
Like,
wanna feel it. I wanna feel it bad. I wanna see what that shit feels like bad, so I can help people know, like, "Oh, okay, okay." Like, maybe I feel fucking funny, like, maybe I've gotten jealous before, but, like, the way I curved it must have been dope. Like, I don't know. Like,
mhm.
I guess that's one thing I saw, they said you gotta learn how to, like, walk away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's take, for example, like, let's use, social media. Um, I'm pretty sure. No, I don't. Like, I know how to walk away. I tell you how I use my Instagram. I don't use it like the typical person. So maybe I can't handle or expose myself to what the typical person exposes themselves to because I know that that can possibly bring up like that feeling, those jealous feelings. Like, why do people do that stuff to themselves? Why can't you walk away, but walk away and better yourself? I don't know, man. I just don't know. But I know it. A lot of it has to do with like the scrolling and then what you're scrolling, what the algorithm is putting in front of your face. The algorithm, you're purposely making yourself jealous. Like it's just weird. That's what I think of people are doing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if there wasn't internet, people would purposely surround themselves around those people that they envy.